And from 91 to 93, we were kind of fine. I was kind of fine that find the sound. It was coming out of the arse end of Baggy, and it was good.
Also, I could tell the fact that you started with feedback, and you were a guitarist, and you wanted to. But then
one afternoon, I wrote "Live Forever," and that changed everything. I went down to the rehearsal room and played it to them, and then it felt that one night we were one kind of band, and the next day we were the band that we all know.
Yeah, you added art. I think it was clear.
I'd had a moment, and I knew what it was I was trying to say.
But that thing of being like just pissing about and on the dole and playing some songs in your room, and then thinking, no, wait a minute, there's something real here. When I first came to Oasis, I thought there was something fully formed about it, and also about your attitude. It was like, no, we are. I mean, you were young, so you were very happy to say.
Well, how old were you? You were slightly older than
I
Liam,
was 25, but I must say, I was the only one with the attitude of like, we're gonna wreck this.
It looked like it was both of you.
But I was the only one that believed it.
Because everyone believes that. Everyone believes that.
But I remember being in meetings and me saying, before the first album came out, saying to Alan McGee, we're going to be the biggest band in the world, and everyone going, hey, yeah, of course, yeah, totally. And then all kind of look at each other. And looking back on it years later, I was thinking, I believed it.
Right. Why do you think you believed that?
Because I knew, because the songs that I'd written, there was only a few songs that people did, but I'd written another 15 or 20 which became Morning Glory. So I knew what was coming.
But it was totally about the music. It wasn't about like, we're going to be the biggest band in the world because we've got the music, but also we've got the attitude.
No, it was all about the music for me.
Let's play a record.
Okay, you got any Tina Turner?
I haven't got any Tina Turner, no.
You've got some Rolling Stones though, I imagine.
I've got some Stones. Fall to Cry.
Oh, I love Fall to Cry. I can tell you a story about Fall to Cry after this. I've got play it or play a bit of it, and I've got a story about it.
That was Fall to Cry by the Rolling Stones. Big fan of the Stones?
Absolutely.
Can I tell you my Fall to Cry story?
Go on.
All right. So I was at a party that Mick Jagger was at not very long ago. This was actually the night of the election. And I've met him a couple of times. He's always been very friendly. I wouldn't say he's a friend of mine. But anyway, he did a very Mick Jagger thing, which was there was a young blonde woman at this party. It was about 21 or something. And to be honest with you, she was so young, I'm not sure she would have known who the Rolling Stones were, but it didn't matter. He went straight over to her, and next thing I know, they are canoodling. They are, he's whispering in her ear. I think they're basically snogging. I mean, it's a 73-year-old bloke or whatever. It's very impressive. Yeah. Anyway, another woman starts
talking... Mick, get off, you're my granddad.
Yeah, that didn't happen.
Sorry.
She seemed fine with it. So then another woman is talking to me, right? I'm chatting to this, and this woman starts telling me about her son, I think, and said, and she was quite a loud woman, American woman. So my son is this person, and he's there, blah, blah, blah. He's 14. He's an idiot. And you know what? Even though he's 14, he cries all the time. And then she saw Mick Jagger out the corner of her eye, and she started singing Fool to Cry at the top of her voice, right? And keeps going. Like, didn't stop. Like, kept going. And he's getting off with this girl. And he doesn't want to hear Fool to Cry being sung in the back. Keeps going. Eventually, Mick takes his lips off this woman and goes, yeah, well done to this woman, and then carries on snogging her. But what I thought was amazing about it is when I meet Mick Jagger, to some extent when I meet you, right, all I really want to do is start singing Live Forever when I see you really loudly, or when I see Mick Jagger. Every time I've met him, I've had chats about other stuff. What I want to be doing is saying, fucking hell, you wrote Satisfaction, but that's the thing you can't do. But she'd done it.
Yeah.
This sort of completely graceless American had done the thing you can't do, which is sing a Rolling Stones song in front of Mick Jagger.
And going into the second verse.
The second verse. I think she'd done backing vocals, the whole thing. And I loved that about her for that moment.
It's people not quite knowing how to behave or having no self-awareness.
Yes.
I'm fascinated with that.
It's sometimes really brilliant though, because I think they do the thing. I mean, to some extent, that's what you do with David Brent or what Steve does with Alan Partridge.